They're not going to fall off too much, but there's no chance on earth Florida is winning the East for a second straight year. And that's not just because the Georgia Bulldogs are in the way. Let's see what those Gators got coming up in 2021. Woo! What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with another schedule preview video for the 2021 college football season. I can't wait for it. We had a conference-only 10-game SEC schedule last year. ACC had like 11 games or whatever. It was all conference-only with like 10 or 11 games for each conference. It was crazy. But a team that kind of caught us by surprise just a little bit, the Florida Gators last year, were pretty good. They had some tough games and maybe didn't do as good as people thought. I had them winning the East, maybe with like 1 or 2 losses or whatever the heck. They ended up going 8-4 overall. So they overall played 12 games. You should play that in the regular season, right? But a 10-game regular season. They had losses to LSU. Yeah, LSU. There you go, Marco Wilson. Texas A&M. And, of course, the SEC title loss to Alabama. A very close, entertaining game for the ages. 52-46, the final score, as the Gators took on the Tide in December in Atlanta. A heck of a game. And then, of course, they make the Cotton Bowl. Not a bad destination for the Dan Mullen and the Gators. They lose to Oklahoma, though, big time in a huge blowout loss, 55-20. Is that a preview of what you're going to see from the Gators this year? Or is that maybe a preview of what you're getting out of Oklahoma? Or maybe both, because obviously we know Oklahoma's a heavy favorite to win the Big 12, to possibly win a championship. You know, could they do it? I don't know, but Oklahoma's for another video. Let's focus in on the Gators, right? Overall, 8-4, 8-2 in a regular season with the SEC. With that being said, let's go ahead and look at what they got for the regular season next year. Opening up week 1, Cupcake, Florida Atlantic. I'm sure they're good in their own way. They had Lane Kiffin a few years ago. He's now at Ole Miss. He's out of there. Then you got to go on the road to USF. Bama's got a home and home with them coming up. I'm looking forward to. So they go to Raymond James to play the USF Bulls in Tampa. Then week 3, marking on your calendars, Alabama, baby. We're coming to the Swamp. We're going to rock it. We're going to own it. I guarantee it. Moving on with the schedule, though. Week 4, Tennessee at home. Then you got Kentucky on the road. That'll be interesting. Vandy, LSU. Then you get a bye week. Then you get UGA and the cocktail party, world's largest outdoor cocktail party in Jacksonville. That's what they call it. I'm not making that name up. That's just what it's called. Then you got to go to South Carolina, play a team called Samford. I actually think that's a small university here in Alabama, where I am. Week 12 is at Missouri. And then, thank you. I said this, I think, in my Clemson video last week. Thank you. It's not going to be conference-only football unless somehow, some way, this pandemic just gets gone to crap. And I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to heat up. I think heat up as in get better. You know, we're going to build up football. We're going to get our regular season back. And we're going to have out-of-conference games. Florida State, Florida is a good rivalry, you know. Clemson, South Carolina, the Palmetto Bowl is a good rivalry. The Iron Bowl, I mean, you get that. I mean, that's already in the SEC. But then you look at good, clean, old-fashioned hate with Georgia Tech. I'm ready for these rivalries again. This is going to be fun to see. All right. That being said, right, this is year 4 with Dan Mullins. Dan Mullins, overall, as head coach, 98-54 within 2 schools, Mississippi State and Florida. You know, Had a 10-3 season. He had 11-2 season. You go back. Hold on, let me make sure. 2018, 10-3, 11-2 in 2019, and 8-3 overall last year. In 3 seasons, Dan Mullins has a 29-8 record in 3 seasons. That's actually really, really good. I know we give Dan Mullen a lot of crap because he might seem like he's just kind of dumb or makes poor decisions or whatever it might be. I know we give him a lot of crap, but he's not a bad coach. I don't think he's a bad coach. Now, do I agree with my good buddy Chess Hall? Shout out to you, buddy. Love you, man. Love all you guys. If you're watching. Do I agree that maybe he could get fired? If it gets really bad, he could be fired, right? The standard for Florida right now with Dan Mullen is to consistently win your division. They only did it one time, and that was last year, and that was great. They almost beat Alabama. Probably shoulda, coulda, woulda. If Bama's defense had not, which, got a little lucky that Kyle Trask was confused and Florida didn't have any timeouts, that they sacked him and got him back, and they couldn't get a playoff, right? They just could not get a playoff. They also could not get to a playoff, huh? How about that? But anyways, so Dan Mullen has to do something big here. 8-4 overall last year. I don't think anybody's getting fired based on records or anything last year. I know Jeremy Pruitt got fired or whatever. Actually, in the offseason, like a month ago, we've been, kind of talking about the whole McDonald's and buying players, whatever the heck, right? Tennessee's just, they're Tennessee, okay? Speaking of that, let's go ahead and get into the schedule. Open up with Florida Atlantic FAU, okay. Then you go on the road to USF. That could be interesting. USF in their own category has had some pretty decent teams in recent years. Not too good last year, I don't think. But it could be interesting. I don't think Florida is going to struggle too much with that game. And if they do, it's really going to be a rough year for them. Then it gets interesting into SEC play pretty much for the rest of the season. You have to host the national champion, Alabama, baby. Got to host them in the swamp. Then you got to host Tennessee. You got to play Kentucky on the road. You get Vandy. You go to LSU. That's interesting. Then you get a bye week. Perfect timing for a bye week. Week 8 of the season. Florida, take a deep breath. Just relax. Prepare for the world's largest outdoor cocktail party game with the Georgia Bulldogs. And slip up there, right? I mean, just be real. Georgia's going to be really great this year. A true contender. They're actually going to be a playoff contending type of team this year. I didn't see much of that last year, or really in 2019 and Fromm's last year. But that's Georgia. They got it figured out with JT Daniels now. They can go forward, right? Then you got out at South Carolina, week 10. And then you play a team called Samford, week 11. That's a small school here in Alabama, I think. At Missouri, and then Florida State. So you got that. Overall, I think you beat Florida Atlantic. I think you beat USF. Bama, that's going to be your first loss. I don't care if it's in the swamp. I don't care if you play Tom Petty songs all night long. And I don't care if you pack it out. Bama's just Bama, right? However, right, I do think Bama is suspect a little bit. I mean, look, we just lost Devontae, Waddle, matchup. We lost all of that. We bring some good guys back on defense. I think our defense will be better than our offense, in my opinion. Like I just said, that defense. And Emory Jones going to be your quarterback? I'm not going to sit here and say that he's going to be terrible, but he ain't no Kyle Trask. And you just lost Kyle Pitts and Kadarius Toney. And some, defensive players or whatever, I guess. But still. And did I mention Florida? John Mechie will be in that week 3 game, by the way. Yeah, I'm not sure about Trey Dean, but John Mechie will be there in case any of you guys want to pick off Bryce Young. Anyways, um, then Tennessee, then Kentucky, Vandy, LSU. We pretty much went through all this, okay? I think you win week 1 against FAU. I think you're going to beat USF. You're not beating Alabama. Tennessee, and I know I keep saying it, people don't want to hear it, but I mean, seriously, what have they done recently that's anything worth talking about? And this offseason with a new head coach, losing half their team to the transfer portal, you can't lose this game, Florida. I don't think you will. And you get them at the Swamp. You're going to beat Tennessee at home. Week 5 at Kentucky could be interesting, right? You start out your first 4 games, go 3-1. Now you got to go play on the bluegrass. I don't know what to make of Kentucky. Mark Stoops is still the coach. I think they still got that Auburn transfer and Joey Gatewood at quarterback, or Terry Wilson, or whoever it might be, right? But I have a feeling maybe after a Tennessee victory or whatever, I feel like something's going to get to Florida. I could see them being a favorite in this game. I think Kentucky pulls an upset, though, somehow. I think it's close. Maybe by a field goal or late score or a late stop by Kentucky's defense or whatever. Emory Jones maybe can't get it done. I think Kentucky's going to pull it out week 5, and you're going to take a loss right there on the road. But you're going to bounce back at home and beat Vanderbilt. Then you got to go to Baton Rouge, home of Coach O and the LSU Tigers and the Bayou Bengals and the Cajuns, right? Great people, seems like. At LSU, they beat you last year. I think LSU improves just a little bit. Yeah, they were the worst defending champs or whatever. They're not going to be good this year in terms of, they'll be 2019 all over again. No. They're going to take a small step forward. If the rumors are true that we're going to pack out stadiums or whatever, or we're going to have crowds back, or it's going to be better as far as fans in the stands and everything like that, if that's true, then you're going to Baton Rouge and playing in the Bayou. You really want to go mess with that crowd? Give me LSU right there. Then Georgia, it's Georgia. Look, they're going to have a bounce back here. I feel like JT Daniels played in the cocktail game last year, and y'all had figured some stuff out, Georgia. Maybe they beat Florida. I don't know. They're definitely going to win that game this year. That's a Week 9 matchup. Give me UGA. South Carolina. Shane Beamer is here. I think I guess they still have Ryan Helinski as quarterback. I really don't know what's up with South Carolina. But I think you could end up beating Vandy, take 2 losses, right? To LSU, take a loss to LSU, bye week, take the loss to Georgia. You got to get another win at some point in this season. I can see you going to Williams-Brice, which the South Carolina Gamecocks have given the Gators a run for their money in recent seasons. But I think the Gators could get it done there. Then week 11, you play a team called Samford. I mentioned earlier, team from Alabama. You could beat them. It's a nobody team. Sure, it's a good school probably, but as far as football goes and the SEC and all, they're not on the level. I'm sorry. Then you go to Mizzou. I was hesitant about this. I really don't know. I like Eli Drinkwitz. I like the hire. Connor Bazelak, the quarterback, at least was last year. And from what I understand, I really don't know. And Florida's really going to have a rough year. Emory Jones is a quarterback. Do you guys let me know in the comments, obviously, what you guys think the record's going to be for Florida. I think Mizzou could get a win at home. I think you pull a loss there. And then Florida State at home. Florida State's in the ACC. I like Mackenzie Milton. I like what I'm hearing. If this game were in Tallahassee, Doak Campbell, I think, for the Seminoles. I'd probably still pick Florida. I don't know. But this is in the Swamp. It's home field advantage for the Gators in the SEC. Tough environment on the road. It's a rivalry game. You finally get the out-of-conference rivalries back. I'm going to give you the win over Florida State, and you close it out with a high note right there. That being said, overall, you're bowl eligible in my record, and I could see the Florida Gators in 2021. Emory Jones at quarterback. Does this get Dan Mullen fired? My friend TikTok Chess Hall, he didn't say anything about records, but my friend TikTok Chess Hall, shout out to you, buddy. I love you. I love all you guys. Says that Dan Mullen could get fired this year. What do y'all think? I wouldn't be surprised. But man, could you imagine this record here? I got him going 7-5 overall in 2021. That probably would get him fired. I don't know. 8-4. I think best case they could probably end up going 10-2 or 9-3. But I see you going 7-5. I just think it's going to be a rough year, in my opinion. Maybe you prove me wrong. Maybe you prove me wrong. Maybe some people are saying, dude, it's going to be worse than that, or way better than that. You're crazy. I don't know. I met y'all in the middle 7-5. It's not like I picked you to go 4-8, not bowl eligible, blah blah blah. Right? Those 5 losses again: Bama, at Kentucky, at LSU, against Georgia, and at Missouri. 5 losses, 7-5 for the Florida Gators. Hey guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think the Gators are going to do in the 2021 college football season. Be sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out. Hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, we do college football, basketball, baseball, pretty much just pro baseball. I'm trying to get into some softball. I'm watching it. I love what I'm seeing from Montana Fouts and company for Alabama. It looks like they could go pretty far in the tournament and everything. Could they win the championship? Let's hope so. Come on, Bama, bring it home. But anyways, that's going to do it. We're going to keep rolling with these schedule previews throughout the summer. And obviously within the next couple weeks of the spring, I guess. But anyway, I love you guys. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Ballard Sports Media checking out. Love you guys. Keep your head up. Jesus loves you. Remember that. Always have faith. And God bless. And roll tide roll. We'll see you next time